Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Zubair and today I'm going to review a lens which I have been using for the past few days. Now the lens I'm talking about is this, the Canon RF 28-70 USM.
This lens is made by Canon for their RF mirrorless mount system. So what sets this particular lens apart from the field is that it has a fixed f2 aperture throughout its focal range from 28mm to 70mm. So what are the advantages of that? If you normally shoot everyday scenes like events or family gatherings, getting the range in the focal length is beneficial as you wouldn't be constantly changing lenses mid-shoot. It also reduces the risk for any accidents to occur. The zoom range is quite versatile as it's moved from medium wide angle to a medium telephoto for that extra bit of reach when you need to. Second, we are all accustomed to the holy trinity of zooms of 2.8s, which has been the go-to lenses for professional photographers around the world. This lens goes one step further by adding an extra stop of light you can play with an f2 aperture. This is extremely beneficial for those who want to avoid cranking up their ISO. By opening up to f2, this lens also introduces shallower depth of field or better subject separation. From my usage, this lens produces sharp and pleasing images on the skin tones when focuses in the center, and the autofocus gradation is really smooth. Being an L lens series, this lens also has weather sealing. But it does have its drawback, and it's massive. Like literally, this lens is massive. To give you a better visualization, here it is paired with my RP. It is comical at how huge this lens is. With a filter thread of 95mm, it is also expensive and difficult to find a filter to fit its large diameter. Tipping in at 1.43 kilograms, this lens needs an equivocal pair of weighty body just to balance it out when shooting. For me, I don't mind weight, but the size does bother over time. My bags aren't just big enough to accommodate everyday shooting. What I find is a pro and a con is the locking mechanism. Gladly enough, Canon bothered to put one, seeing how heavy this lens is when traveling. However, it does not serve any purpose as the lock only is usable at widest 28mm focal length. This reduces the functionality if you plan to shoot deep field astro with this lens. And its biggest con is that it is expensive. This lens is definitely a niche in the camera market as it wows us with its optical quality, but reduces the buying power by being massive and hefty on the hands and in our pockets. So who's it for then? Well, for me, I think that this lens excels in portraits, events sometimes, and definitely weddings. It is not for people who shoot sports because there's not enough range. For macro, because its minimum focusing distance is only 0.39 feet. For landscape, for not being wide enough at 28mm. So to end this short and very packed video, I present to you some portraits I took of my friend Gradation, shot using this lens. So leave me a comment and like if you think the price justify your needs. That's all for me. See you next time.